Today I am celebrating celebration itself. And when I think of another way of describing celebration, I think of gratitude. Because when we're celebrating something, it could just be being grateful for being alive. When we're celebrating a person, it could be, I see it as showing gratitude for having known them. When we celebrate having a drink of water, it's gratitude for being able to quench our thirst. And today I want to give thanks for being thankful itself, for gratitude itself, for the act of celebration, because right now in my life I'm passing through some very, very difficult things. A lot of the things that I've taken for granted are dissolving around me, as I know that many, many people are experiencing around the world. And this exercise of gratitude, this exercise of celebration, I've committed to doing a year's worth of celebrating something every day, 365 festivals, what I consider to be a genius tree. And I have to be able to find something to celebrate in each and every day. And yet, as soon as I begin this process of celebrating someone or something, I very quickly, even if I'm dealing with some resentment or some resistance to kind of, God, have I got to go and stand in front of a camera today? Do I really feel like there's something to celebrate? And yet the answer always comes back, yes. I don't have to think long, and I do see it as an exercise of gratitude. It's an exercise of celebration. And when I dig within myself, I don't have to dig too deep before I kind of realize, there is so much to celebrate, so much to give thanks for, even in the face of losing things that I care about, losing people that meant a great deal to me. I say losing, I don't really like using that term in terms of people dying, because we don't ever really lose them. They're still there alive for us. They're still there somewhere, whether that's inside of us, outside of us, in this bizarre, it's only this linear idea of time that suggests that one day they're here and the next day they're not. They're very much still present long after death. As we understand more and more about the nature of time and its cyclical nature and its spiral nature, it's definitely not someone's presence might be lost to us, their physical presence. But anyway, aside from that aside about losing people, which I don't believe in, even in the face of the death of people I care about, the death of relationships that I care about, and again, actually, I wouldn't even talk about the death of a relationship, because relationships go on, relationships continue, they endure, they just change in form, they change in shape. But even in the face of these changes, which I wouldn't necessarily choose, there is still so much to be grateful for. I can think of people I know who are really suffering at the moment. And yet, even in the face of great physical and emotional suffering, there is still that thing to be grateful for. So many things to be grateful for, because life itself is a gift which we have been given. Some people might say that we have been burdened with the gift that keeps on giving. And there's no doubt that, I have days where, as I say, it's difficult to necessarily dig in and, but one has to just get beneath the surface of things to realize that there's something exceptional about being alive. There's something incredible about being able to witness another moment of the colors coming in through our eyes, the cold or the heat coming through our skin, the capacity to touch another person, to feel, to eat, to not eat. I've learnt to find pleasure even in not eating. It's not just eating that brings pleasure. So in the face of all that life brings, there is still so much to be grateful for. So today I'm celebrating celebration itself.